The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Liberty with the older brother Kelton here. Today we're going to be talking about the police departments. Actually, there was an article I read, but I'm going to expand on it to include all police departments. There was an investigation revealed by Reveal and the WAMU/DCist shows high-ranking DC cops, including the current chief, help criminal officers keep their jobs. That's right, officers that should have been taken off the force have kept their job because of the people they knew. A group of high-ranking officers included the current chief, shielded 21 officers from termination for criminal misconduct. Based off internal documents obtained from a ransomware attack, according to the AP, targeted the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department in April. Documents from 2009 to 2019, the Metropolitan D.C. Police Department Disciplinary Review Division sought termination for at least 24 officers accused of criminal misconduct. An adverse action panel of 3 high-ranking officers, and that was including the chief sometimes, made sure the accused kept their jobs, including, like I said, the current chief was part of that. Now, these criminal misconduct ranges from soliciting sex from prostitutes and threatening them with their police-issued gun, lied on internal affairs and then admitted they lied. Several others was accused for domestic abuse. But yet, if you're a domestic abuser, the federal government wants to take away your right to bear arms, even if you just punch somebody for an assault. But yet, cops are allowed to keep their jobs and their guns. Now, with this being said, how many departments are like this in the nation? We talk about police reform and stuff, and we always say, yes, there are bad apples. But what happens when the bad apple is at the top of the list? Unlike sheriff departments, city police are usually appointed by the mayors. And look at the high crime. Chicago, Minneapolis, just name 2. New York City, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Yeah, all Democrat cities and high crimes. Appointed by the mayor, which means those chiefs are probably doing some political showboating. Now, as it's true that sheriffs are typically elected by the people, and some calls it a political office, at least we the people have a choice of who we pick. If someone is found of a crime, if a police officer found a crime and is convicted or something, or we hear about it on the news, we could say, I know we're not voting for him because he's bad news. We'll vote for the other guy or woman. But in cities, we don't get that choice. The mayor says, here's the person, deal with it. Now, some cities do have review boards where the mayor would appoint them and then they get approval, but it's still all a political showboat, which means that they have political allies. And are they really for reform, or are they just going to do what the mayor wants them to do? It's always a nice game of tug and war. We don't know. And this is the problem with law enforcement. As long as you have the politics involved in it, is there really going to be any reform? Like I said, we do have, most of them are good. I back the blue. I support the cops. I have friends who are police. And, I support them 100%. And we do have those bad apples who abuse their power. And unfortunately, sometimes those bad apples get appointed by the mayor because they're like this in bed together. And, benefits. So, if you disagree with me, you know where the comment section is. You can make comments. Like, share, subscribe to our channels. And if you have any questions or any topics you want us to discuss, feel free to email us at brothersofliberty76@gmail.com. And once again, you can follow us on Parler, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and Telegram now. And once again, this is the older brother of Liberty reminding you what true freedom is and ought to be.